Down to the final two events for the Strongmen as our coverage continues of the 2024 Rogue Invitational from P&J Live in Aberdeen, Scotland. Event number 5 is presented by Rogue. It's fast, it's a lot of fun to watch, and it is the Yoke Escalator. Thanks for staying with us, everybody. I'm Sean Woodland with Lauren Chalet and Kristen Rhodes. And Laz, this is going to be a blast to watch. 5 men going at a time, 2 heats.
This is such a fun, fast, exciting event. Yeah, as you said, 5 athletes head-to-head. I love that Rogue are making the athletes go head-to-head. It adds another element because you're not just going against the clock. You've got that peripheral of your opponent either side of you. It can force you to make mistakes. It makes it exciting, and we don't know who's going to win.
Overall standings coming in, Mitch Hooper has 35 points. He's 4 up on Hafthor Bjornsson. Tom Stoltman sits in 3rd, followed by Evan Singleton. Only 5.5 points separate Bjornsson from Singleton in 4th place. And if you just looked at the leaderboard results and covered up the names, it'd be very easy to find Mitch Hooper on here.
Yeah, Mitch has been so consistent. He's not been, he has made a couple of mistakes. He's shown a little bit of that he is human, he's beatable, but he's still putting that pressure on the opponents all the time, requiring them to come up with incredible performances to beat him. And we have seen some incredible performances from the other athletes. But as it stands, that consistency, 3 second places, 1 third place, Mitch Hooper is on top of the leaderboard.
We'll see how he fares here in Yoke Escalator, and Kristen, I know you want to do this event because of the yoke.
I don't know about this one. The men will be taking a 1,000-pound yoke, 40 feet, and then they're going to 3 weights of power stair, which is 500, 550, and 600, right to the top of those stairs and hit that buzzer.
Well, the yoke it's 900 pounds.
1,000 pounds.
I'm being told 900.
Oh.
But we'll call it 950 and split the difference. How about that?
900, 1,000. It's a heavy yoke carried as quick as possible across the floor. And then it's all about getting those stairs up.
I think once it gets over a certain weight, it just really doesn't matter. It's super heavy, and we're going to have 2 heats here of 5 men. Bottom 10 men going first. Pablo Cordiaca, he's in lane number 4. After finishing dead last in event 1, he's been moving the right way. He's got 2 straight 4th place finishes.
It's important for these guys to keep fighting. There's still lots to play for.
And then the second and final heat will feature our overall leaders, with Mitch Hooper being right in the middle, so he'll be able to see everybody around him.
And I mean, we've spoken about Mitch, we've spoken about the chasing pack in Tom and Hafthor, but do not count out Evan Singleton. Evan is supremely fast when it comes to the yoke. He's exceptional at power stairs. This is an event he's been looking forward to, so keep your eye on him in the 2nd heat.
Singleton just 4.5 points back at Tom Stoltman for 3rd. And look, you can make that up very quickly. If you watch the women's event, only 1 second separated 1st from 4th. 1 second. Yes,
and we had some of our athletes that have been struggling overall coming out 1st and 2nd, so there's lots to fight for.
So 900 pounds on the yoke is what the nice picture on the screen is telling us. The weights that they have to carry up the power stairs, 500, 550, and 600 pounds.
These guys, these are very manageable weights, so expect this to be fast. The smallest mistake could cost you. You've got to be rapid on that yoke. Kristen knows all about that, and then it says up those steps as quick as possible, and do not forget to bang that buzzer.
Heat number 1 underway, and it's Tom Evans who got out to that quick start on the yoke. He's going to be the first man done, assuming he doesn't drop it. And now onto the weights. 500 pounds, the first one. And
Thomas Evans
is up to the top. First man to the 550.
Matt Ragg is in 2nd place currently.
A good battle between Cordiaca and Bobby Thompson for 3rd. Evans on his final weight.
Thomas Evans is blasting through. This is a really good performance from him. We've seen some amazing performances from Evans, but also that bicep.
He's got Ragg creeping up.
He's gonna take. Can he finish it off? Yes.
Evans up and over, hits the buzzer. He wins heat number 1. Matt Ragg looking to finish in 2nd place. Drags that over the red line.
Bobby Thompson just finishing there in 3rd. Now Pablo and Tristan struggling on this last weight. Come on, guys. Dig deep now. Let's finish. Tristan Hoth, Canadian athlete, Gets it over the line. Hits the buzzer. And Pavlo has just come to a grinding halt there.
Kordiaka, I think, is going to call it. But more separation in that first heat than we saw in Heat 1 for the women. 41.22 seconds from Tom Evans is going to get him the Heat win.
Look how fast Thomas Evans was out of the blocks with the Super Yoke. Quick feet, really stable with the implement. Gets across the line and just goes straight into those power stairs.
Evans had a huge lead. Rag was creeping up on him and towards the end.
Yeah, you could see fatigue was kicking in at the end, but he did enough. He got ahead by enough in the early phases, and he did not forget to press that buzzer. We've mentioned it a few times, but that buzzer's so new to these guys. They're not used to it, are they?
Right, you're not used to training and having to touch something at the end. You're just used to training, getting through, finishing, across the finish line, whatever it is, and then that's it. So that adds a whole nother element to this competition this weekend.
Tom Evans picks up the Heat win, and he needed that. After winning event number 2, he had back-to-back last-place finishes.
Yeah, his performance in grip and press was unbelievable. But since then, the bicep injuries caused him a few issues, but he'll be happy to finish that one and lead the first heat.
Yeah, he really got out on that yoke super fast.
Let's talk keys to event number 5 here.
So this event, as we've mentioned, it's all about speed, being quick between both implements, going from the yoke into the power stair implements, and then just using that back strength, leg strength, and pulling that weight up as quick as you can, up those steps, making sure you've got the endurance to finish strong.
Let's bring in the 4th member of our broadcast crew. Kiki Dixon is on the competition floor.
Guys, I spoke with Evan Singleton before this event kicked off, and we talked about the fact that he's just 4.5 points behind third. He said that he's feeling good, he's feeling strong, and he knows if he just should perform like he's capable, it should be a good event for him. Basically, keeping it short and sweet, he's going to go out and execute. He did say he is wanting on that podium, and he's going to fight for it. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kiki, and a big thanks to our volunteers who keep this event running on time. They work extremely hard, work long days, and we really appreciate them being here.
Yeah, they do an amazing job. So much going on behind the scenes. And I don't know about you guys, I love seeing this 5 athletes head-to-head. For Strongman, it's quite rare, and it looks so cool.
Well, it looks so cool, and not only that, like you said, you see the people next to you, it makes you want to go faster.
Sometimes it makes you make a mistake as well. You know, there's lots. It brings different element into it, right, as opposed to you just being out there on your own.
Right.
Well, this crowd is going to get a treat because the 2 hometown boys are going to be in the same heat. That's Luke Stolman and Tom Stolman, and Tom is coming off that event win in event number 4.
Some highlights from some of our other events. Tom Stolman, he's done so well. Deadlift was the real weakness for him in this contest, but since then he's getting better and better. And so far, he's clawed his way back into 3rd place, just 1 point behind Hafthor in 2nd place.
After that 7th place finish in the deadlift, he goes 3rd, and then a 1st.
Yeah, this arm over arm was very, very good.
And 2nd place, Hafthor Bjornsson, and other than a 9th place in that 2nd event, 2 firsts and a 2nd.
He's such an incredible athlete. It's just this pressing that's still holding him back. But we've seen 3 fantastic performances. He thought about a world record when it came to the deadlift. This was the one event that cost him, and then he goes back into the points on the Inver Stones. And then taking a 3rd place finish there.
That buzzer, again.
2nd place, sorry.
Keeps getting people.
Yeah, we've seen a few of the athletes just momentarily forget.
Yeah, something new in this event.
Now this could be fast. You've got Hooper, Stoltman, Bjornsson, Singleton, and Luke Stoltman as well. I'm expecting Tom, Hooper, Bjornsson, and Singleton to be rapid on this.
Tom Stolman only 1 point back of Hafthor for 1st place here, or for 2nd place in the overall standings.
Now, if these events were individual events, I'd have Hooper and Singleton winning the yoke, but I probably have Tom and Hafthor winning the power stairs. So we're going to have to watch how this one plays out. Can they get out in front of the lead of the two taller men, and can they maintain that? They're not the highest steps in the world, so the height isn't such an advantage. Sometimes you have higher steps than these ones, where being tall is super advantageous. But maybe Singleton and Hooper, with the steps being a little lower, can get out in front and stay in front.
So Evan Singleton getting himself fired up, the T-Rex. Sits in 4th place overall. Luke Stoltman, meanwhile, in 5th. And there's Hafthor Bjornsson, who, as you mentioned, to open up day 1, won the deadlift event, still had 1 lift to go, and there was, for a second, we thought he was going to go for the world record.
We were keeping our fingers crossed.
Even negotiating with Katie Henniger from Rogue about, hey, if I beat this, am I getting the Rogue record breaker money? I'm not sure if that was on the table, and I don't know if that played into his decision to not go for the record, but he decided to. I
think Thor is here to try and win the overall title.
Yes.
Well. That's the number 1 focus. Records can wait for another day. This is a massive title, Rogue Invitational 2024, first time in Scotland.
And his first time at the Rogue Invitational.
He made the smart decision to,
which is insane,
back off.
10 seconds.
So watch the speed and aggression from Evan Singleton on the closest lane to us.
41.22, that's the time to beat from Tom Evans. And here we go.
Mitch Hooper
out front early.
Evan
and he
Singleton in second, but Thor is at the back there.
Down the track. Now Hooper's going to be the first man to the weights. Singleton is second. Here come the Stoltman brothers. And Hafthor is in 5th.
Hafthor's got a lot of work to do on these steps. Mitch Hooper's got a good lead. Evan Singleton not too far behind. Both moving well. The battle is going to be between Tom Stoltman and Hafthor. And actually, Luke Stoltman has gone ahead of his brother here.
And now to the final weight for Mitch Hooper. He's got a chance to win the event. Makes the touch, and Mitch Hooper is going to pick up 100 points. Singleton's going to finish second. That's big for him.
That's huge.
What a comeback for Hafthor, who's ahead of Tom Stoltman, and now Luke is the only man left.
That result could not have gone better for Mitch Hooper. Takes the win in 35.35 seconds. Evan Singleton in second place, 36.98. I said you've got to keep your eye on him. Bjornsson did amazingly well because his yoke was slow, but he brought himself back into the competition on the power stairs, just edging out Tom Stoltman.
Mitch Hooper at 35.35 seconds is going to pick up 10 points, his first win of the competition, and that's big for Singleton in second. He only trailed Tom Stoltman for third by 4.5 points, and he's going to get some help.
Look how fast Mitch Hooper was out of the blocks. Evan Singleton moving well as well, but Mitch is so rapid when it comes to this event. He just literally got himself out in front and managed to maintain it. Evan was getting closer and closer, and as we said, Thor very slow on the yoke, but he really pulled things back on the power stairs.
Mitch Hooper gets his first event win of the competition at a crucial time. And he will widen his lead heading into the 6th and final event, and things are going to get really interesting behind him for the final 2 spots on the podium. So Evan Singleton, that's going to be his best finish of the competition. And Evans, after back-to-back last place finishes, takes 3rd. Hafthor Bjornsson is in 4th, and it's Stoltman in 5th. So Singleton is going to creep much closer to Stoltman for 3rd overall. Let's send it down to Kiki Dixon with your event winner.
Mitch, congratulations on your event win. This is your first event win here at this weekend's Rogue Invitational. How much more fun is it to win?
Yeah, I don't have to get mad at myself and think about what could have been. I've left a couple of points out there this weekend, but consistency is key, and I've proved that time and time again over the last couple of years. So that continues to be my goal.
I saw you watching the replay back. What notes were you taking as you were observing?
My own replay?
When you were watching the replays back up on the Jumbotron, or your own replay?
Yeah, I mean, just trying to glean any information you can. What most CrossFit fans wouldn't know is that every time we do power stairs, it's a different height, it's a different implement. Things change, and it's minute, but when it's at that weight, it really does matter.
Yoke or stairs? Which do you prefer and why?
So yoke, I'm extremely blessed and fortunate. I don't train yoke, I don't touch it, I just don't have to. And so anytime that shows up, I know that I'm going to be in good stead. And it's a bit of a banker for me at this stage, so I always love to see that.
We've got one more event to go. How's it going?
Yeah, I don't know how many I'm in the lead by. It'll be a healthy margin. But the night before the competition, my wife sent me a video of our 8-month-old baby saying "Dada" for the first time. And seeing that and thinking about where my life is and what I'm doing and how often I'm competing, the resounding feeling and sentiment was, I can't come here to come second if I'm missing that.
Thank you so much, Mitch.
Thank you.
And nothing's going to motivate you like that. And Mitch Hooper delivers in event 5. He picks up 10 points.
Mitch Hooper, he is a blessed man. Everything is going his way now. That was the perfect result. The two Americans doing him a huge favor, getting in between Thor and Tom and Mitch. So that's put him in a perfect place going into the last event. And I think I called that one with Mitch and Evan coming first and second.
Did.
It's like you know what you're talking about, Laws.
Sometimes.
Mitch Hooper, the Moose, picking up 10 points. And has a solid lead heading into the 6th and final event. Hey, if you want to see more power stairs, stick with us because the CrossFit athlete's going to be taking those on when we return to the 2024 Rogue Invitational.